I have a new angel, new Malachim, Eretziel. You can look him up, but you won't find him. Eretziel is the ground. The Eretziel. The gematria of Eretziel is 332. 332 is the gematria of the first letters of the Shema. This is a very deep concept in Judaism. The 332. And Eretziel is responsible, in my opinion, for the ground underneath the sukkah. Eretziel is also not referred to in the prayers that you say before you go to sleep every night. When you talk about being surrounded by malachim, with Mikael on the right hand and Gavriel on the left hand and Oriel in front of you and Raphael in back of you and Shekinat El, the Shekinah above your head. And that's 5 things, 5 angels, but there's a 6th domain in a cube or a square, or there's a bottom. This bottom is the Eretz, and everything, a power comes from and to the Eretz, because gravity comes down into the Eretz. And there's a Mayim Nekuvim, the power up from the Eretz. And that is the Tal. Secret of Tal. From the Eretz. Geshem is rain down. Tal is moisture up. It's the feminine waters. This is Eretziel. So I get my support from Eretziel into the feet, into the grunt, to the grounding. And one must have a grounding. When one dies, one is put into the ground. Come from Adam came from the dust of the ground. This is not out of the sky. This is out of the ground. And so in tennis too, it's a weight into the ground. Support into the ground, and then there's a energy up from the ground. So you go down, and then there's the energy spiraling up. They have this in Aikido, where they have the triangle as the person. They have the square as the weight down, the support of the ground. The square, which is always that, because it's 4 in Judaism too. And then they have the circle, which is a spiral up. Spiral up from that supported ground in the 3 lines of the triangle. Giving this in vague things so you find it yourself. Eretziel. when you spell it completely out, Eretziel, you get, I'm not doing that now, but the final thing is that you get 1,120, I think that was our thing. If that's the case, Aleph is 1,000, Samech is 120, and that's the Notar Khan for Aleph, Samech, Ein Sof. But the real secret is that Eretziel is available to you when you say the Shema. And what's the major thing at night if you're going to say the evening, the night, the prayers before you go to sleep? Say the Shema. Even if you say only the first verse of the Shema, and that's the entire secret. To say the Shema, the first verse. Weird, because that's the 320 of the first letters. 332 of the first letters. So this is an introduction to my angel Eretziel.